pa rin. So, tatlo po yung pag-uusapan natin ngayon. No? We have the brakes, the springs, and of course, the flywheels. Okay? So, unahin natin si brake. No? So, ang brakes po ay machine device that, of course, absorbs the energy from a moving system. No? It slow or stop the moving, it can be the wheel, the vehicle, to prevent the motion. No? Brakes are under friction po. No? So maraming uri ng brakes. We have the differential, we have the band brake. Okay? Pero for today, mag-solve po tayo ng problem about the band brake. Okay? So sa brakes po, concept-wise, sa band brakes, purely mechanics po yung solution natin. Okay? So kailangan lang po ma-drawing muna natin to. No? So basahin natin. A band brake is installed on a drum rotating at 250 RPM. Okay, the diameter is 900 millimeters. The angle of contact is 1.5 pi radians. And one end of the brake band is fastened to a fixed pin, while the other end of the brake arm is 150 millimeters from the fixed pin. The coefficient of friction is 0.25, and the straight brake arm is 1,000 millimeters long and placed perpendicular to the diameter bisecting the angle of contact. Now, determine the minimum force in newtons applied at the kilowatts being absorbed. Okay? So, kailangan po natin drawing, no? So, you have your, of course, band brake, sabi 900 millimeters diameter, and coefficient of friction is 0.25. Okay? So, sabi, there is a straight brake arm, placed daw siya perpendicular to a diameter. So, ito yung diameter na pinili natin. It should be perpendicular. And this diameter daw is bisecting the angle of contact. Perpendicular and bisecting. So, hinati niya sa dalawa yung angle of contact. So, alam natin, ang mga band brake, pag yan po ay bibitaw sa drum, naka-perpendicular po yan, no? So, the angle of contact, sabi, is 1.5 pi radian. So, if you convert that into degrees, that is 270 degrees. And, of course, bago po bumitaw ang brake sa ating drum, naka-perpendicular po yan. Okay, so sabi, one is fastened to the fixed end and the other is at 150 millimeters from the fixed end. And in fixed end, 150 millimeter from the fixed end is yung other band, no? And of course, nandito yung ating force, which is 1,000 millimeters yung haba ng straight brake arm. Dito mo po yan itutulak pababa. So imagine, pag pinulot mo yung pababa, pupulupot yung band, yung pula po sa drum, titigil yung drum. So, assuming that the drum is rotating, wala kasing sinabi, no? So, let's assume it is rotating clockwise, having a speed of 250 RPM, you're asked to solve for the force required. Tawagin natin P. Note, kailangan may power. So, ang power natin, hindi na ibigay, pero it should be 50 kilowatts. Okay? So, may power po yan, hindi lang na i-type. 50 kilowatts. No, so now, after drawing this setup, mabilis-bilis na po yan. Sabi ko, the solution under brake is purely mechanics. So, una, katay-katayin muna natin, no? So, by the way, kung papansinin natin tong gitna, so if this is 270, since yan ay 1 revolution, 360, ang matitira po ay 90. Okay, so 90 yan. Take note, 90 to, meaning to say, ang dalawang gilid na ito ay tig 45 degrees. Okay? So, yan po yan, no? Yung angle ng ating band brake with respect to the brake arm. Okay? So now, kakatay-katayin ko, free body diagram muna tayo ng drum. This is the drum. This is the brake. Of course, kung ginawa natin siyang rotation is clockwise, yung nahihila po, that is your tight side. Yun yung mahigpit, that is F1. Tapos yung bumibitaw is your slack side, yung maluwag, that is F2. Okay? So now, if I take the summation of moment sa gitna, it should be 0 to maintain equilibrium. So lahat ng clockwise equals to counterclockwise. Clockwise na nakikita mo dyan is of course F2. Pag umikot siya with respect sa gitna, clockwise, having a perpendicular distance of radius, so that is diameter of the drum over 2. May clockwise pa po ba? Of course, the torque. Okay, Varinian's theorem, same yan ang effect sa gitna. So, plus torque. Okay? And equal yan sa counterclockwise, which is F1 multiplied by the moment arm perpendicular distance, which happens to be the radius also, so diameter over 2. So pag sinimplify po natin yan, ito po lagi ang equation 1 sa band brake. Tandaan na po para hindi na ulitin yan. Equation 1 for band brake is always F1 minus F2, that is the net belt pull, or kumbaga band pull, equals to twice of the torque over the diameter of the drum. Okay, so dalawa yung unknown mo dyan. You have F1 and F2. Okay, so yung torque mo, makukuha mo sa formula natin sa strength pa lang na power is Tn over factor. So kung kukunin natin yan, sa calcu natin, check lang natin. So your power is 50 kilowatts. That is, SI is equal to torque. Gawin nating X kasi unknown. X, Tn, your N is RPM, 250. Kung naalala pa natin, ang factor natin sa SI ay 9.549 times 10 to the 6. Shift solve ka lang. Okay? Shift solve. Okay, na-complex pala tayo, no? Okay. So, ulitin ko lang. So, that is power, 50 kilowatts is equivalent to X, ang ating torque, unknown, times angular speed of 250, divided by factor of 9.549 times 10 to the 6. Shift solve for X, makukuha mo na 1,909,800 Newton meter po ang default ng ating torque sa SI. Okay? So now, isa-substitute mo dito, makukuha natin ang ating, pindutin ko na lang din, no? So, para makuha natin ang ating value ng F1 minus F2, that is twice of the torque, which is nasa answer pa ng calcu, over diameter of the drum given to be 900 mm, ang matitira pong unit dun ay Newton. 4244. So, your equation 1 is F1 minus F2 is 4244 newtons. Okay? So, dalawa yung unknowns. You have F1, you have F2. So, we need one more equation. Okay? So, sa band brake, tandaan, ito lagi ang equation 1. Ang equation 2 natin, laging kukunin sa belt tension ratio na tinuro sa strength of materials, that F1 over F2, tight over slack, is equal to EF theta. Coefficient of friction, theta is in radian. Okay? So, cross-multiply mo lang. Cross-multiply doon, then transpose, magiging F1 minus F2 times EF theta is equal to 0. Equation 2 yan. So, substitute na lang natin. Labas ko ulit si calcu kung saan galing yung coefficient ng F2. So, that is E. Okay? So, E raised to F, which is 0.25. And theta in radian dapat is, sabi doon ay 1.5 pi. Okay? Equals mo 3.248. Okay? Doon po galing. So, now, solving equation 1 and equation 2 simultaneously, sa calcu po natin yon. So, sa calcu natin, okay, labas ko lang ulit. Okay, so sa calcu natin, lagay lang natin ay mode. Two equations, two unknowns is 5, 1. So, ang ating equation na ay 1, negative 1, and ilan nga ba yun? 4, 2, 4, 4. Okay? 4, 2, 4, 4. Equals mo. Yung isa ay 1, negative 3.248 equals, and then 0. So, lalabas po F1 6132 approximately, and F2 is 1888. Yan po ang values ng F1 and F2. Pero sa problem natin, hindi yun ang tinatanong. Ang tinatanong ay force P. So now, analyze natin ang free body diagram ng arm. So you have the two ends 150 millimeters apart, and you have your force P 1000 millimeters from the fixed end. So this is your F1 and this is your F2. So lagi po natin gagamitin references yung fixed, which is at F1. So tatawagin ko yung point O. Then we take the summation of moment at point O to be 0. So syempre, hatiin mo sa component sa F2, hindi na magkaaroon ng moment effect ang kanyang X component, which is the sine of 45. Ang meron lang ay ang Y component, which is F2 cosine 45, perpendicular distance is 150. Ang kukontrahin niya lang is nag-iisa force P, which is the unknown, times, of course, the perpendicular distance 1,000. Okay? So, pipindutin ko na lang yan dito. Okay, so now, ita-type na lang natin yan sa calcu, no? So, F2 is 1888 cosine 45, okay? Times 150 is equivalent to x times 1,000, okay? So, x is your unknown value of force P. Shift, solve na lang. Okay, so, okay, naka-radian pala tayo. So, palitan ko lang yung radian. Gawin nating degree. That is number 3. Okay, then shift. Solve ulit tayo. Makukuha mo ang 200.25. So, roughly po, ang sagot natin for the problem is 200. Okay, at least 200 para po mapatigil natin yung ating tram. Okay, so, yan po yung solution. Hopefully, naintindihan. Okay, sige, next po tayo.